I thought I'd do something a little different with this video and go over some of the costs for this project so far, mostly associated with framing and insulation. This will also do me double duty, as I can shoot various projects spread out over about 2 months down to one voiceover video. If anyone's really deeply interested in any more details, feel free to comment on this video or come bug me on stream over on Twitch. I'll probably still make some auxiliary shorts covering some of this stuff, but I'd really like to get caught up on editing here. Lumber and insulation came to a little over $7,000 Canadian. All money's in Canadian here. I am Canadian. This includes obvious things like 2x4s, but also window butyl flash, exterior house wrap, vapor barrier to protect from the week of rain I got while the roof was off, etc. Rock wool insulation for both floors cost me $1,890. Hiring someone to come and install all the vapor barrier and acoustical sealant was $840. Spray foam is one of those things that they just do not let homeowners do, so it cost me around $1,200 to hire someone else to come and do it, and they did actually let me play with the spray foam gun. I put a new 5mm subfloor over my rain-warped floorboards, try saying that one 5 times fast, and that was about $1,400. Each roll of house wrap, whether it was from Lowe's or Home Depot, was about $140, and the same for at least one full roll of poly for the rain. The loose fill insulation in the attic was about $770. This leaves the cost of general framing down under about $500, which, for building during the highest lumber prices, I think, ever, was really not doing too bad. That would have come to less than 52 by 4s, which equals about 40 feet of straight wall 16 on center framing without any doors or windows. My co-signer and I spent the better part of a full day pulling nails from all the reclaimed roof lumber and sorting through piles of what was potentially usable and what was just pure waste. Now, to be fair, even with brand new lumber, you're still going to have to sort through and pull out your coal. So once we had our piles of nail-cleaned, relatively straight reclaimed lumber, we really weren't slowed down anymore by using the old material, except for when the screws kept breaking. We came up with a rough value of supposed good lumber at about actually $2,300. A fair amount of that got sold, but unfortunately no one wanted the really large 2x10s or 2x12s. Where I definitely lost some time was in the exterior sheathing. Pulling nails to be able to reuse the sheathing instead of just buying a new lift probably saved somewhere in the neighborhood of about $3,500. Basically, every part of the exterior walls got changed in one way or another, and conventional construction methods, tear it off and rebuild with new, would have required about 50 new sheets of OSB for my house, and with prices reaching up to $75 a sheet at times, well, let's just say I can sweat a lot for $3,500. To put this video together, I went through and pulled out all the days where I did any significant amount of framing. And if we took away the fact that I was streaming and distracting myself with, oh hey, let's go move this water line, or I'm tired of framing, let's go break up the concrete pad in the back alley, and things like vacuuming water out or building a stand for the rental fan, I think there's probably about one solid week's worth of framing in here. Definitely less if I knew at the start what I know now at the end. I didn't want to try to go through and say, here's a how-to frame your house video. Because, for one, there's a lot of those out there, and for two, with the time frame I had being put up by insurance in an apartment downtown, I didn't feel like I could take the time to script out and properly format a real, this is how you do all the things when it comes to framing type of video. Again, if anyone has any questions about any of this stuff, what sort of troubles I ran into, how I managed to use so much old lumber, please go ahead and put that in the comments, or like I said before, come and bug me over on Twitch. That's really the best way to get in touch.